What's up, you beautiful collectors and action figure fans? It's the one and only OPTIMUS coming at you with another video review. If you're an old subscriber, thanks for coming back. If you're a new one though and enjoy this video, before you leave, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and bell notification so that you get instant email notifications whenever I upload a new review. And on today's episode, thanks to the folks at Hasbro, we're going to be taking a look at the new Transformers Siege 35th Anniversary Walmart exclusive of the Voyager class Optimus Prime. For the package, you got that nice open window that fully showcases the figure and all of his cartoon accuracy glory, you know, at least in terms of the paint job. You got the Transformers text along the side, Generation logo. The opposite side here is a really very simple but very eye-catching 35th anniversary sort of announcement along the side. You see 1984 to 2019, 35 years, Transformers. It's amazing. The opposite side here, it's that standard War for Cybertron image with the arc taken off from Cybertron. Either way, it's still cool looking. I like it. Come around to the back. See, he is in his classic animation style paint scheme. He is the Autobot leader, and you can see that he transforms in 27 steps from his robot mode to his vehicle. But for the packaging on this guy, that's about it. So without further ado, let's get him out here and see how cool he actually is. Alright guys, so here we have the new Walmart exclusive 35th Anniversary Voyager class Optimus Prime opened up out of his packaging and obviously in his vehicle mode. Now, while this is meant to celebrate the 35th anniversary of Transformers, by giving this figure a animation style paint job, I do kind of wish they waited for the Earthrise Optimus, which has more of that, you know, cartoon accurate alt mode itself. Now, I know they really couldn't do that because that figure comes out next year, which is 36 years, so they kind of had to do this. But it's a little unfortunate that they couldn't figure out a way to, you know, maybe release this figure as well as that Megatron a little bit early with this paint scheme. Maybe as like a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, which they've done stuff like that before, so it kind of sucks that they didn't do it. But whatever. First weapons, they are the exact same ones that we got previously, except again, they have the extra paint job. So taking a look at the original one here, you can see that the original one has this very nice, just black paint, whereas his new one here is a little bit more gray, and then you can see some shading in there, which is done, like I said, to give that an animation cell look, really. Now, the shield here has the same thing. The only problem is I don't know what I did with the other shield, so I can't show you. But I don't know if I ever noticed that there's an Autobot logo sculpted right in there. That's kind of cool. And then you can open this like so. And, oh, well, that's tight. Swivel that around and take this piece out. Oh, come on. Ah, shit, that's really in there. All right. Did that even do anything? What the hell? What is even happening here? Maybe I'm pushing it in the wrong way. I don't even know what I did. Where did it? I don't know what's happening. Is that coming out? All right. I just screwed that whole thing up. So we're just gonna get that out of here. Hey, look, it's an axe with this like jammed in there. I don't know, whatever. It does have the little hole sections on there that you can use Crimzeek if you want to, or, you know, I'm going to steal this. You can go Bloosh. Yeah, I stole that from Memgo. Sue me, whatever. Vehicle mode wise though, really cool. I do love both modes for him, but as you can see, you have that kind of animation cell look. The color is a little bit brighter, the blue is a little bit lighter, but throughout it, it's got all this different kind of paint streaks. You see it really nicely here in what would basically be glass, and that's kind of like a reflection of sorts. But he has it throughout his entire body, which actually does look really nice, and I do not know honestly which one I'm going to keep from my collection, but you can see for comparison here, like I said, it has a lighter blue color. The or lighter red color, you have a lighter blue color, and then obviously you do have the different like color streaks throughout the whole thing. Nice silver down here for this bit here. This is all done up in white. I like how this section right here though is painted red, whereas that one was just silver as well. You still have some nicely silver painted exhaust pipes here, although this one looks like it's a little bit lighter of a silver than this one, which looks nice. You look at the back, I do like how the color here is done up to look more, again, authentic. They have paint in there, it's just I like that extra detail there. Yeah, this little gray section here is a little bit lighter of a silver than this. Oh, this is just done in a gray plastic, I think. So that's why this one looks a little bit better. Take a look at the front though. Really like what they did here. So they basically painted over these windows. And honestly, I'm curious if it is. Yeah, see, basically it's the same. They just painted the window section. So you have all that tech detail that's still on the inside there, but it is done with this fairly nice light blue color. One thing that I do think kind of stinks is you do have this little like silver section right here, which was kind of like the Matrix of sorts. That's just a red piece of plastic there. Kind of wish that they still had that painted. That looks a little bit cooler on the previous version. But you can see all the translucent bluish color here just been done up in this nice light blue with some white highlights. You can see that the little front sections here, instead of being this silver bit, are white, and then you got this piece molded in a off-white color, and then you have kind of just the gray section right there. So in my opinion, it is an improvement. There's only really one aspect I think that's better looking, and that would be the little internal piece. He does have the little splotches of battle damage or whatever. This guy does not have that. But again, I just wish that they were able to use that Earthrise Optimus. I just think it would have been much better. But I do have a real hard time deciding which one I want to keep in my collection. This guy is pretty clean looking, whereas all of the other Siege figures have a darker color, have the little battle damage wear paint on them. So it's really going to be a tough decision on which one stays in my collection. But now for the transformation, it is the exact same thing that we've gotten previously, so I'm gonna skip it. If you need any help whatsoever on how to transform them, as always, I do have a playlist of all my Transformer Siege figures. You can go through there and find Optimus Prime and get any help that you may need. But as always, using that good old-fashioned Optibotimus movie magic, we're gonna go from Optimus Prime looking like this to looking like this, and this is absolutely gorgeous. The amazing thing about the Siege line was that they used kind of Cybertronian looking vehicle modes, but gave them very Earth-like robot modes. And I mean, I love this mold, so this was never going to be a bad figure, really. Again, though, you just have a paint job that really does nicely evoke that cartoon animation style. The bright red really comes across very nicely, the brighter blue, the very clean white, although you can see you do have some of that animation cell shading. The head sculpt is fantastic. You do have a lighter blue with some of that kind of shading as well. You can kind of see that like along the side here. And then gorgeous light blue eyes. Those look terrific. And in keeping with the, whole animation cell look, you do have a little bit of white coming across his actual mouth plate. Simply gorgeous. One real nice little touch is that extra little section right here, which is done up in blue as well, which again, very, very animation accurate. Now for the comparisons, let's do this. Here is that original Siege Optimus Prime. And again, I literally am staring at these and I'm not able to decide the one that I want in my collection. Paint job wise, you can see basically what's different. What really draws me in is honestly the chest detail. I mean, yeah, you got that coloring going throughout the entire thing, but just the chest really does scream that he jumped right off of the screen. Mold-wise, it's exactly the same. Nothing's changed. One thing that I'd say is that the darker color here really does kind of remind me a little bit more of like the live-action movie coloring, where it's a little bit darker. And of course, that 80s cartoon was super bright and super happy looking. So this really does kind of draw upon that. I also like the addition of the little yellow bits right here. You have the little yellow stripes right there, and then you do have a little tiny arrow. Is that on both sides? Get that out of the way. Yeah. Little tiny yellow bit right there, which I think that's a terrific small little detail. You look at the feet. I love how those show off very nicely. I mean, neither one of these figures are bad. It's literally, I can't decide. And it's going to start stressing me out because both of these are great figures. And I know some of you guys are going to be like, well, just have one in vehicle mode, have one in robot mode. I don't have that much space, guys. You've seen my collection. Let's be honest, I already have enough shit. I can't have two different versions of Optimus in terms of like this. So I'm curious, let me know what you guys think. Down in the comment section, which one would you guys pick? And of course, give me your reasons for it so I can look at this logically. Everything else, though, like I said, is the same. The mold is the same. The articulation is the same. The head does rotate left, right, rotate, hinge. I do still like how that opens up to allow the shoulders to go all the way, and then you can just put that right back down. Rotation, hinge. You have a swivel here at the wrist, come down to the waist, swivel at the waist. You got those pin hinge joints basically here at the hips. Rotates. It's pretty good up at the upper part of the thigh. You do have a nice rotation right there. Rotates also at the knee, bends at the knee, huge deep bend right there. You don't get really any forward and back. You get some toe articulation, but you do get a real nice ankle tilt for some deep wide poses. And I mean, you can get all dramatic. I am Optimus Prime. That is a terrible impression. John Bailey does a better job of Optimus Prime than I do, but whatever. Overall though, terrific. Terrific. Hasbro, you guys nailed it with this guy. He looks super awesome. So literally, flip a coin and decide which one you want. Both of them are great representations of Optimus. Like I said, that other one just has a little bit more of a real look to it, where obviously this looks like a cartoon. But as somebody who grew up with, you know, the 80s cartoon, that's probably where I'm having such a internal battle. Is it the nostalgia or the updated look? It's driving me nuts. But all that being said, if this version of Optimus is a figure that you would like to add to your collection, here at least in North America, he will be a Walmart exclusive. And they are hitting stores right now. So if you're looking for them, good luck and happy hunting. But beyond that, guys, that's about it. Over the years, I have really appreciated all of your guys' support. It truly does mean a lot that you guys continue to come to me and seek my opinion on things to help in shaping your collections. If I could, I would give all of you a thumbs up. But since I can't, how about you guys give me one? That one small gesture really does go a long way towards helping me out, and I would really appreciate it. Also, I want to send a huge thank you if you made it all the way to the end of this review. Another way that you can really help support my channel is making sure that you watch the video all the way through. And if you did that, thank you. Again, I want to send a huge shout out to the folks over at Hasbro for helping to make this review possible. And finally, remember, grow wise, grow strong, but never grow up. Thank you for watching and taking the time to be a collector.
You got